Well, it is quite significant, though it is not entirely unexpected. After all, this is a country that recognized Nicolas Maduro's rival as a president, so the relationship was already severed, but it is significant in that it's a move that further isolates this relationship, putting a greater distance between these two countries. But it's a fair point that, yes, the German ambassador drew a lot of criticism from the government when he personally went to the airport on Monday, when the self-proclaimed president Juan Guaido, the man Germany considers the president of Venezuela, was arriving back into the country. He was personally there to welcome him, but then again, he wasn't the only one. He was there with other ambassadors from European countries like France, Spain, as well as Portugal. Now, why just Germany for now and not others? Some sources are telling me that maybe it would have been too much of a radical decision to expel all of these ambassadors at once. And some people are telling that the German ambassador in particular stood out among all of them, and not just on Monday. Throughout this political crisis, he's been really giving a lot of statements to the media as well. And some are saying that after all, this is not a easy decision for Venezuela's government. But looking at the statement that came out of the foreign ministry, it pretty explicitly blames the German ambassador for what it says playing a rather political role in clear alliance with what they call the radical sectors of Venezuela's opposition. And they also clarify their position. The Venezuelan government says it'd like to maintain a relationship based on mutual respect and cooperation with all European countries, but they say that's only possible if the European countries take a rather balanced position and an attitude that they say hopefully leads to a political dialogue and not one that includes violence and coup d'etat.
And meanwhile, Ediz, the US government is keeping up the pressure on Maduro. What have they done now?
This is only the latest in a series of sanctions we've been seeing from the U.S. government. As of today, we understand 77 government officials have their travel visas to the United States revoked. Now, it's not entirely clear why exactly these 77 individuals and with what purpose exactly. We're hearing from, again, the Vice President Mike Pence that this is done in order to continue ramping up pressure against Nicolas Maduro's government to push for what they call a democratic change in this country. But then again, we've been speaking to some diplomatic sources and try to understand the significance of this decision, because it's not as if these individuals are willing or ready to travel to the United States at any time soon. Some people are telling us that this is actually significant when it comes to travel for the United Nations, which is obviously in New York. And we understand that some government officials already had problems over the last month getting accreditations and visas to travel to the headquarters in New York, because the United Nations is where they really fight for the cause the government is supporting here. And so we understand that in the future this might seem like a symbolic move, but it could have serious implications for the government itself. And it also seems quite clear that this is not going to be the last sanctions coming from the United States.